E3 is coming, and fast. Hello, I'm Kaz, and welcome to part 2 of the E3 predictions. In this part, we're going to be looking at the other Japanese company, Sony. What can we expect from the corporate giant this E3? Let's jump right in and start guessing away.
Greetings to all our friends in Canada, or as you say, g'day. Kevin Butler here with very exciting news for all you Canadese people up there. So hold on to your mustaches, because here it comes.
One good thing I have to say about Sony this year is that they won't have an elephant in the room to address from the very beginning, so that they can focus on other things. So for my money, the biggest focus that they're going to have is the PS Vita. Judging by the fact that I've heard practically nothing about sales in America or Europe, and looking at Japan, it's not looking so good. Maybe they'll announce some impressive sales there, maybe they'll announce some impressive games. But whatever they do, the fact of the matter remains, the Vita is in danger of dying. How ironic. On a lighter note, Sly 4 will probably sneak in at their E3 press conference. After all, it was only briefly showed last year. Though, to be quite honest, it's most likely going to get the same treatment. Why? 4 words, The Last of Us. This I Am Legend meets Team Naughty Dog game will probably be a big showing as a new IP for Sony. Probably the only new IP that they'll show. That is, unless you count Sony's All-Stars. Yes, it's a Super Smash Bros. Clone. The fact of the matter is, it will be shown there. Whether it's good or bad, only time will tell. Besides, it's not like Nintendo didn't have its own share of rip-offs. Case in point, Balloon Fight and Joust. Let's stay on topic though, shall we? God of War 4, aka Essential, will probably show up, most likely with a multiplayer demo to make skeptical fans excited for a bloody good time. Speaking of another sequel, a new Ratchet and Clank game was just announced. Something that I didn't expect to come to mind because of how many there have been on the PS3, and the fact that we just got one last year. Oh well, Ratchet and Clank Q-Force will probably be at the press conference. After all, I don't think that they would announce it at this time if it wasn't going to show up at E3. What else could we see? We might see Little Big Planet kart racing as a demo once again, even though that it's just Mod Racer with Little Big Planet, but it definitely won't be the biggest title there. So what else might there be? How about another 4? Jak and Daxter 4? After an HD collection this year, who knows if there's a new one being made? Yeah, there was Lost Frontier, but there was never a true Jak and Daxter 4. Also, considering that they numbered the last 3, why would they just stop unless it's not a true successor? Maybe the duo will make a new name for themselves on the PS3 with a new numbered sequel. As a semi-final prediction, and once again, this one's purely hypothetical, will Kevin Butler be playable in Sony All-Stars at E3? Or for that matter, will he even make an appearance on stage? True, he wasn't there last year, but I think Sony was smart enough not to include him for obvious reasons.
Tremendous games, and I know the network outage was costly to you. And what's been incredibly inspiring is your support and your offers to help get things back up to speed, and we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for you, so I thank you very much.
On a very serious note, and as the very final thing, I must ask, will we see The Last Guardian at E3? There has been very little information told this year, and what information we do know doesn't sound good. Developers leaving, delays, so I think it's critical that it shows up at E3. If not, it may very well be cancelled. This would be a major fault for Sony. So The Last Guardian's last chance is to show up at Sony's press conference at E3. But that's only if my theory's correct. We're just gonna have to wait until E3 for Sony to announce what happens. Tune in next time where we check out what Microsoft brings to E3.
Fist bump.
Until next time, game on, my friends.